Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a recipe for a wonderful sweet treat. Super high in protein, zero fat, zero sugar, low in carbs. You're definitely going to love it. It's like a healthier truffle, ready in no time, no need to cook, and the whole family will love it. So stick around until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you if you have the habit of eating sweets on a daily basis. A lot of people like to have a sweet treat for dessert or in the middle of the afternoon, and they want a small, healthy option, right? This is an excellent option for your daily life, for your routine. When sweets are balanced, they don't have to be just for weekends or special occasions. So I'm sure you're going to love this recipe. Tell me, do you eat sweets and which ones are part of your routine? I'd love to see your comment. To get the ingredients and quantities to make it at home, just take a look below in the description and don't forget to leave your like, because that's really important for me here on the channel. Every like helps me a lot. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to blend everything here in the food processor because it's more practical, but if you don't have one, you can use a hand mixer, a whisk, a handheld egg beater, no problem at all. So let's start by making a sort of diet condensed milk. For that, I'm going to add the warm milk here. I'm using skim cow's milk. And I'll also add skim milk powder. When we blend this, it will turn into something like a diet condensed milk. Remember that I have a video here on the channel where I talk more about this issue of milk powder? A lot of people have questions and ask me, Patricia, does milk powder have sugar? It doesn't. Milk powder is basically just dehydrated milk without the water, so it concentrates the protein, lactose. In this case, there's no fat because I use skim milk as the base, right? So you buy skim milk powder. It's usually easy to find, so just think of it as dehydrated milk. The difference is that there are some dairy compounds sold as if they were milk powder, and in those cases, they can have thickeners, sugar. That's why it's very important that you always read the label, okay? Check the labels of the foods you buy so you don't get fooled. So first, I'm going to blend this here until it forms, in quotes, our diet condensed milk. And I'll add the other ingredients. Hold on. Let me show you how it actually reaches the consistency of condensed milk. Look, see? It gets really creamy, look. And that's actually a good tip for you. Now here, I'm gonna add the cocoa powder because I wanna make it like a truffle. Remember that cocoa is very interesting because it naturally has fiber, and quite a significant amount of fiber at that. It has polyphenols, antioxidants, it's good for your mood, for your well-being and all that, plus that flavor everyone loves, right? So I'm using 100% cocoa here because I'm also gonna add, to complement the flavor and everything else, my whey protein. So I'm also using chocolate flavored whey protein, which will add even more protein to our recipe. If you wanna change up the flavor, you can do the following. You can increase the amount of whey and leave out the chocolate. And then you can use strawberry flavor to make strawberry treats, pina colada to make pineapple and coconut flavor, cookies, or whatever flavor you like. Tell me if you usually use whey protein and what your favorite flavor is. I'd love to see your comment. So I'm going to add the whey protein here. Just a reminder, I'm using concentrated whey protein. For the vast majority of people, if it's a good quality concentrated whey, that's more than enough. You don't need to invest in a super expensive whey if you're not someone who really needs a super fast muscle recovery. I have a video here on the channel teaching how to buy good quality whey, why to take whey in your daily routine. Because whey ends up being a very interesting protein to help us hit our protein goals, which we know can help with muscle building, can support our immunity, satiety, and even weight control. So if you want to understand more about whey, which is basically milk protein, and get more tips, take a look at the video I'll leave down below, okay? So let's keep blending this here. So I blended it here, and at the end it gets thicker, so you have to keep opening it up to stir, right? And then I finish the rest with a spatula, with a spoon. Look at the consistency it gets. It's still a little bit sticky because of the whey, so I'm going to get a bit of coconut oil to grease my hands so we can make the little balls. And here I have some sprinkles to decorate our truffle. So look, when you do it like this, it's super easy to shape the ball, see? And you don't need to cook it, which I think makes it more practical for everyday use, right? I'm going to put it here to roll it in the sprinkles, and then I have some paper cups here to make the truffles look really nice. See, after all, we also eat with our eyes, right? I'll make the rest here, and I'll let you know how many we get. It's quick. Just wait a moment. Let me just make one more here on camera so you can see. Look, it's super easy, see? You don't need to worry about putting it on the stove. Sometimes we want to eat a truffle, but we don't have the patience to keep stirring it for a long time, so this way is more practical. Look, it turns out really cute. It's even good for parties. Try it. You're going to love it. And by the way, speaking of parties, remember that I have a playlist here of sweet treats. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I'll leave it down below in the description for you. Look how beautiful they are. I even took them out of the paper cup so you could see them better because they turned out so round, so perfect, that I wanted to show you more clearly. Make them. You're going to love it for sure. Look, how amazing. Look, for those moments when you feel like having a sweet treat in the afternoon, tell me which flavor you're going to make. I would love to see your comment. And if you haven't already, take a moment to like the video. It really helps me out here on the channel. And share it with anyone you think will enjoy it, with anyone who needs these tips. Let's spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want here with the channel. Let's try it. The flavor is incredible. Out of all the healthy truffles I've ever made, this one tastes the most like a real party truffle. It's probably because we made the diet condensed milk first. So give it a try. I'm sure you're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.